Hello everyone, it is my honor to co-host this webinar with David. And what I'm going to talk about is XR in medical training and education. And we will have Q&A section at the end. So thanks for joining our webinar, and I wish you enjoy our show. Okay, so I'm going to talk about 3 topics. First one is XR in the medical education. The second one will be AR for remote surgery collaboration, and XR in surgical training. Okay, first, let's talk about XR in the medical education. Here are 2 examples. First one is UCSF, Virtual Reality Lab. The purpose of this virtual reality lab is to bridge hands-on training with cadavers and textbook learning. Students understand autonomy better, and they can see how all the bones, muscles, nerves, and organs fits together. So let's take a look about this really cool virtual reality lab in UC San Francisco.
Here at UCSF, we're introducing virtual reality for the first-year medical students that corresponds with their first learning block. So when they leave the cadaveric lab, they can immediately come over to the virtual reality lab and they can learn the same material they just saw on the cadaver in a virtual space. In virtual reality, they can go from the skin level all the way down to the bones and take every single layer off as they go, see the relationships, how they're stacked up, how they're aligned, and then when they get to the bones, they can repeat it almost like a puzzle and put all the pieces right back on there, all the way back out to the skin.
Today I spent 3 hours in the anatomy lab, and then I went straight from that to working on the virtual reality anatomy lab, essentially, where I was able to sort of pull the muscles apart that I had been looking at on the cadavers. I think the cadaver experience is really, integral to our medical education, and Derek and the whole staff does an amazing job of instructing us and taking us through the cadavers and being able to see those muscles on those bodies. But at the same time, it's a little bit difficult to get an entire 3-dimensional picture of what's going on. With the VR, it's sort of like a process, where you can build it and rebuild it, and I think that sort of helps understand the anatomy a lot better and a much more in-depth experience.
One of the hardest things for students in anatomy, at least early on, is understanding that spatial relationship of everything in the body. Virtual reality is exciting for me as an anatomy instructor because it's going to be able to enhance the student's understanding of the arrangement of the body. Because the better they know the body, the better physicians they'll end up being the rest of their career.
Okay, after UC San Francisco, there's another examples about XR in the medical education. It's called iSeam. iSeam is a virtual reality software that helps medical students learn the structure of eyes. The complex subjects like visual pathways can be represented in a much more realistic and accurate fashion. This enables students to quickly understand what's going on rather than requiring them to reconstruct a comparable model in their head from 2D representations. Students can also get hands-on experience and gain valuable practice all without touching a patient or a cadaver. So let's take a look how amazing iSeam software is to help medical students to envision the eye structure. Okay, let's take a look. after the medical education, XR in medical education, let's take a look about augmented reality for remote surgery collaboration. The examples that I'm going to talk about is Proximate. Proximate is a software that enables doctors to provide remote consultations to reduce unnecessary travel time and increase efficiency. Okay, so let's take a look about how amazing Proximate can help training the doctors. Let's take a look.
Proximi is a telehealth augmented reality company. We provide tools for doctors to bring them together to deliver quality healthcare services to the patient.
I've been working on a study with two of the surgeons here, two of the plastic surgeons with the S-Salud healthcare system, where we're looking at augmented reality technology. And in conjunction with Proximi, we've been able to connect remotely in the past and do some exchange of ideas and some skill building, as well as teaching and remote proctoring.
Y el impacto que tiene profesionalmente para nosotros como cirujanos plásticos es poder aprender esa técnica, pero guiados de la mano con cirujanos que están en ese momento.
We came up with the augmented reality telehealth technique, bringing a video, audio, virtual reality in one platform to make two doctors cross-reference ideas, cross-reference skills.
During the course of the procedure, I can put my hands or instruments into their surgical field to show maybe more efficient ways of doing surgical steps.
We build a platform so flexible you can use it anywhere. All we need, the internet connection could be over wired, it could be wireless, it could be 3G, 4G network. If you have a smart mobile device, a phone or tablet, we have the internet connection, connect to the platform.
If we can design and work together on something so detailed and so anatomically challenging, and we're able to be successful here, the potential applications for this, I think, are limitless.
This technology is going to change the way we deliver healthcare around the world.
Okay, then the third topic that I'm going to cover is XR in surgical training. Here are the examples that I want to talk about. The first one is called Also VR. Also VR is a virtual reality surgical training and assessment platform. As for surgeons, it can speed up the learning curve through Also VR collaborative training hands-on with your surgical team regardless of physical location will increase the successful rate for the surgery. Okay, let's take a look.
Okay. All right, John, let's do this.
Yep.
To get that mallet. Thank you.
Assembling driver.
Thank you, sir. We'll need the screw and screwdriver next.
Yep. And then I'll need the T-handle ball hex driver. Thank you.
Okay, the next example is immersive touch. Immersive touch allows surgeons to participate in rehearsal surgeries by using uploaded patient scans in a realistic and zero-risk virtual reality environment. Let's take a look.
Immersive touch. Welcome to the future of surgical planning and training. Immersive touch is the leading surgical virtual reality platform. Users can see, feel, and experience surgical procedures to improve surgical precision and patient outcomes. Patient-specific anatomy is viewed in stunning, lifelike 3D, while direct, tactile feedback and responsiveness is placed right in the user's hand, creating a comprehensive surgical environment where surgeons interact with instruments and tissue in a way similar to real surgery. Through our proprietary mission rehearsal capability, patient-specific images are utilized to plan the optimal minimally invasive surgical pathway and provide patient consultation. This pre-surgical rehearsal offers the critical ability to reduce risk, surgical error, and procedure time, while improving patient outcomes, safety, and satisfaction.
Immersive touch is virtual reality for surgeons. The sense of feedback is very real. We have a very good sense of tissue and responsiveness to our instruments, similar to that which we find on patients. With the immersive touch, we can have preoperative planning, preoperative experience, refresh our knowledge, and then go to surgery with confidence and safety.
Immersive touch has a broad range of procedures of varying complexity, including modules for spine, neuro, orthopedics, head and neck, ENT, anesthesiology, and ophthalmology. All modules can measure, monitor, and track progress through our performance management software.
Doctors in this day and age are still learning while doing rather than learning while practicing. They should practice first, not on patients, but on an instrument that simulates surgery in this efficient fashion. The immersive touch system is the ideal training tool. It's the wave of the future without question.
Yeah, and after those examples, overall, XR can not only help doctors to learn the professional knowledge in three-dimensional realistic way, but also help surgical planning in a virtual space. So I'm really happy to see all the magical things happen in the near future to benefit both doctors and patients. Okay, so yeah, so this is my portion, and if you have any questions, let's discuss in the Q&A section. See you later.